Good to see you, man. I'm doing good. I'm 4.5 weeks into tour, and
Yep.
I left Montreal downtown with a buddy to drive an hour out and go for a nice hike in the woods. So I'm feeling pretty rejuvenated, actually.
Yeah. I'll bet. That's epic. That's a lot different to living in a tour van. So that's awesome.
Right. Yeah.
How is the tour going? That's with a few Aussies, I understand.
Yes, it is. It's
Yep.
going great. I was actually just telling who was I talking to earlier? How's the tour going? It's going really well. I feel like someone else said this, but better than me. But if you have a couple that comes to our
Yep.
show, a guy and a girl, it's safe to assume that like the guy's gonna have a good time because ABR is playing, and the girl is gonna have a good time because Amity's playing. And when you look out, you can kind of see it. Like when we're playing, if we're second to last, not closing, not everyone is into it when we're playing. And then you go back out during Amity, and it's like those people are really into it when Amity's playing. and they're and the guys are like, I'm gonna go grab a beer and have a smoke outside. No, I'm just kidding. That's too black and white, but it's been a good it's been a good dichotomy of
Yeah.
bands, and I love Boundaries. They're so heavy, and Heaven's
Mm.
Gate is on it.
Yep.
They're from
Yep.
Australia for the most
They
part. They have a
are.
guy filling in from New York, named Jamie, but they're the sweetest dudes. So it's been great, and at the
Awesome.
same time, I am excited that it's all going to be over a week from now. I'll be home with my family in
Yeah,
Pennsylvania.
cool. So I'm guessing with Amity, it's like co-headline. So one night you guys headlined. Yeah, yep. How do you
Yeah,
decide that, or is it already mapped out?
it's mapped out. For the
Yeah.
most
Okay.
part, it's just alternating. It's like we will close tomorrow night in Montreal. They just
Yep.
closed in wherever we played last, Toronto.
Alrighty.
There are
Yep.
some back-to-backs, like we're going to close in Brooklyn as well, which is the next show.
Yep.
But it's pretty balanced. It's working out really well.
Yeah, I remember seeing Nine Inch Nails and Queens of the Stone Age tour in Australia, but the way they decided was like paper, scissors, rock, or flip a coin who would headline. And I was working in transfusion at the time, and I had to do a night shift, so it all relied on this coin toss on who I got to see. And
Oh, it's
thankfully,
completely random.
yeah, thankfully, for that night, I really needed to see Nine Inch Nails, and that's what happened. So that will stick with me forever. I think that
Oh man,
show.
you actually got to see them. That's
Yep.
really cool.
But first, I actually want to ask a question about this interview I read with you. I think it was from last year about your drumming and how it makes you a different person after you do it, and you
Mm,
procrastinate it sometimes. And
yep.
then I think from the interview, I understood that your wife tells you, go and play drums, you're a different
Yeah.
man. And then you
Yep.
come back and you are. Can you walk me through walk me through your emotional, mental balance that happens before you drum? Because I think I understand that you get somewhat, we all do, like disjointed, aggravated, something like that, and then you
Yeah.
do it, and then you come back with a sense of accomplishment.
Yeah.
Like tell me your processes here.
I think it's that. It's the sense of
Okay.
accomplishment.
Yep.
I'm
Um.
very task driven. And I
Yep.
also think there might be something else where I like to have things in order. Someone
Right.
pointed this out last year, and drumming is quite literally putting things in order, like
Yep.
resolving something. If I can both play it well and I can get back to the one, two, three, four, one, two. If I can land that, there's something about I don't know if it's ADD, OCD. I don't know. I never thought about it that way, but I've been doing a lot more teaching on tour. I've taught about
Okay.
85 students on this tour, and a lot of them are 10 and under. Well, I shouldn't say a
Yeah.
lot.
Wow.
Way more than ever are 10 and
Yeah.
10 and under. And I'm seeing that trend now. Maybe
Right.
it's because I've been thinking about it. But it's true. I am a better husband. I'm a better dad if I'm playing drums. And
Yeah.
it's something that I've procrastinated quite a bit over the years. And every time I get to it, I'm like, thank God I did it. It was the best thing I could
Yeah.
have done today. But it takes effort to get to the kit. Which sounds funny if you are a drummer for fun and you have another job, why
Yeah.
would it take effort to get well, because it's my job and the
Yeah.
stakes are high.
Yeah.
And so what I've learned is the most important thing I can do is lean into the thing I'm good at. Like I believe God gave me drums for myself as well as to play, for other
Mm.
people. And this album that we're putting out in June, I put more work into it than I have since Leveler, which was came out in
Wow.
2011. And
Yeah.
the reason behind that is multifaceted, but one of them is because I know this is what I'm supposed to be doing. Everybody can
Right.
landscape, like everybody can
Yeah.
mow a yard. I would run to that versus to practice.
Yeah.
And I learned, wait, stop running away from the thing that you're good at, that people want to see you do, and actually lean into it.
Yeah. Do you think it's a pressure thing?
Oh yeah.
Yeah. That would make
Yeah.
sense.
I don't love the spotlight. Like I
Yeah.
I can perform, I can play the show tomorrow night in Montreal, but I the reason I love drumming is because I love writing drum parts. Like
Hmm.
the creative mechanical part of it, that's what I love. The
Yeah.
the performance, like spotlights on you, room full of people, like that's still outside of my comfort zone to a certain degree.
Hmm.
Whereas there's other drummers like Adam Gray, my drum tech, that's his thing. He
Right.
thrives in front of people, and writing
Yeah.
might not be his favorite thing.
Yeah. So introvert versus extrovert, perhaps?
I think so.
Yeah.
I
Okay.
think so. Yeah, I think the older I get, the more introverted I am.
Yeah. Yeah, I can appreciate
Yeah.
that. I actually want to go back because I've been a fan for quite a while. I still remember seeing you guys support Parkway. I remember getting Messengers on CD, and I was just blown away by it. But I kind of want to go throw your mind back to the SalsaCore idea, and I think that what was that on Leveler, the internal cannon.
Salsa core.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. I know exactly which part. I know exactly what part you're talking about. I like that
Yeah.
part.
Yeah, me too. I want to know what happened writing that song when you perhaps heard that for the first time and were like, as a drummer, what do I do here?
Oh man. Well, I've always trusted JB with
Yep.
parts. Like if he likes it, I generally say, okay, this might not be my like I might not have an opinion one way or the other.
Okay.
Um, but if he thinks this is cool, then I'm going to try to figure out something to write that's cool to it.
Yep.
And I remember going into the studio, and that part in particular, I had something written based on what he had written as like a stock drum beat. And Jason
Mm.
Sukoff helped me come up with that part, which has a double stroke in it so that I can get over to my 10-inch tom and hit that sort of like important tom accent in it that makes it salsa-y.
Oh, sorry.
And I'll be honest, when I'm writing drum parts, I'm not really thinking that much about if I like the part or not.
Okay,
I'm
right.
just trying to come up with the coolest drum part that I can for the song.
Mm.
And I guess it's because I get really zoomed in and like hyper focused on stuff. So
Yeah.
I'll zoom into one little part and be like, okay, what should I play here? And typically what makes me like or not like it is if it's really hard to play, I'm like, oh, I don't like this part. It's so fast, or your feet are playing this impossible pattern. Like, oh, like I don't love this part. That's usually like what formulates an opinion for me. Genre wise, I don't really think too much about it. But JB's gone through his like super creative out there moments over the years. I'd call him out there, like outside of metalcore moments, and
Yeah.
and those have been very cool. I would say this new album has less of that and more of just return to like syncopated, off time, tight breakdowns, catchy melodies, straight
Yeah.
ahead
Yeah.
stuff. Like the stuff we used to write in the barn,
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
practice together for hours.
Yeah. Yeah. It's funny that you bring up like I guess the more straight ahead because I actually found with Forged by Failure. That's probably one of the more adventurous songs you guys have done. I really loved it. It felt theatrical, cinematic, you know, it really builds an atmosphere. When that one came to you as a drummer, did you have to like find the feels for it, or was that one something a bit more organic that came to you while you were playing through that one?
Um, I wouldn't say there's a lot of there are many differences between songs in terms of like how they came together. The way that we wrote for this album was I was more invested, like I said, into the
Yeah.
drum parts. I
Hmm.
spent more time writing them, which means I had more time to memorize them, which means when I went to record them, I hit with more power and intentionality, and my performance was better, which means there was less editing. I think Carson would say this, less editing on the back end. It was just a better capture because I was better prepared. So I would say I had more fun just in general putting this album together, like recording it because I wasn't as pushed. Going back to my
Right.
procrastination comment, like don't procrastinate, stop doing that. Like
Yeah.
I have a solo on this tour that I started writing 6 weeks before the tour. I never do
Wow.
that. It's usually like
Yeah.
2 weeks before, and then I'm like crunched, and I get to practice, and I look in the guy's eyes, and they're all like, "We don't really like this." I'm like, "Crap! I have 3 days to write a new one." Like this one, I had recorded on a phone 2 weeks before the tour started. It's awesome,
Wow.
and
Yeah.
I play it every night, and I'm confident playing it, and I know every single hit like the way it should be played because I spent time. That's the way I want all the songs to be on the album,
Yeah.
and that's for the most part that's what happened. So, um, hard fills or easy fills or other like I'd say every song had its own challenge, but I believe I'm still getting to know song titles because I actually was just saying this. I'm still tied to the numbers, to the working numbers,
Yeah.
like the working
Yeah.
titles,
Fair
which is
enough.
1, 2, 3, 4.
Yeah.
And I think this is the song written by Dustin that has like this really epic. It's in six, and it sounds like you said, like cinematic.
Yeah. It
So
closes the record if that helps you.
yeah, gotcha.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
this one was a little bit easier to put together because playing in six for whatever reason, there's a little bit more space.
Mm.
It's a little bit more epic.
Yeah. Yeah. Absolutely.
Yeah.
It's Lord of the Rings of metalcore, mate.
That's great. I like that.
Speaking of Aussies as well, you've got a few guests on the new record, a few appearances, namely Jamie, who I'm sure you became tight with over the touring years, especially in our country. How did you guys collaborate and talk to the artists yourselves? Pick them before you were recording, while you're writing? How did the choices of Mike, Jamie, make them suffer? How did that all come together?
Yeah. So I don't do a lot with the casting guests for the
Yeah.
album, but we do go back and forth and say, hey, who would be cool? And Jamie's awesome.
Mm.
Like down to earth, great dude, and also just powerhouse vocalist. So I don't know if you've seen the Sonic Salvation performance that he did, but when I first saw it, I'm like, holy crap, this guy was built to be on stage. Just so much
Yeah.
energy, just like just killing it like through the screen. So um, we try to make the guest appearances fun and different than we've ever done, and
Yeah.
and also I think one of the thoughts we had on this was let's find people who are kind of at our level and not like
Hmm.
out of the realm of well, I hope they would do it. I know we had a couple of those names like dude we're really shooting for the stars here and we
Yeah.
didn't get them, but it was I think we eventually landed in a place where it's like wouldn't it be cool if we just get people that are peers versus
Oh,
like,
yeah.
wow, look at this huge name. And so
Yeah.
I think that's exactly what we did, which is cool because then it's very beneficial for both parties, not
Yeah.
just us, but for them.
Yeah. Yeah, loved the Jamie presence, and I also loved the film clip. I feel like you busted me in my bathroom listening to August Burns Red, having a scream along.
Right. That's funny.
Was this your idea? Was this August Burns Red? Let's get our fans to contribute and be let's go brutal on it.
Right. Are you talking about Sonic Salvation where it had fan
Yeah.
submissions? Yeah. Isn't
Yeah.
that cool? That was
It
not my
is.
idea. But
Oh,
when
right.
I think Jake, for the most part, came up with this,
Yeah.
we're all on a Zoom call together, just like hashing out ideas. What should we do here? And he just came out of left field with that. And you could tell everyone's like, "Well, this could be cool." And
Yeah.
kind of risky, like, but
Yeah.
and quite a marketing workload too to like get all those submissions back and work through
Mm.
all of them and upload them and stuff. But it's cool to involve. We've always tried to involve our fans. Like if you go back to Found and Faraway Places, we had letters sent out to all over the world to our fans, and
Yeah.
they stood in places they cared about and took pictures, and that stuff's cool. It's like
Mm.
this scene isn't that big, this genre is not enormous, and a lot of us know each other, and so let's
Yeah.
bring our fans into this.
Yeah. Absolutely. I think it was the first time I got to see you guys was with Parkway, and that was, I don't know if that was the first Australian tour for August, but you weren't playing, club shows. They were quite bigger shows. Probably not what you were anticipating for a visit like that. Do you remember that tour well?
Very well.
Yep.
Very, very well. I remember the first show was at Brisbane River Stage, and I played a backline kit, of course, because we're in
Mm.
Australia, and I didn't have a whole lot of time, and I was super stressed to get it set up, and my snare drum didn't sound the way I wanted it to. And I remember looking up at this huge crowd, like 5,000 people or something, thinking, what in the world is going on? This is unbelievable. And the drives between shows, I remember our driver would roll his own cigarettes. And I remember the sunshine felt amazing. I remember going to Byron Bay to Parkway Drive's high school, walking around in the parking lot. A bunch of leaves were down. I remember seeing the beach, thinking this is beautiful. Um, I remember Lone Pine, I think it is, the koala sanctuary. Like
Yeah.
there's
Yeah.
just so many epic moments on that tour. I remember jumping in the um, shark-infested waters next to the Opera House, next to Luna Park before we played. And my band bet me like $50 that I wouldn't do it, and I stripped down to my underwear and jumped in and swam. Those were awesome, awesome shows. Awesome,
Yeah.
just an awesome tour. I feel
Yeah.
very thankful to Parkway that they brought us over.
Yeah. I still remember you guys for your like intro or walk on track. It was this like real classic 90s techno song. I don't remember what it was, but I just remember
Everybody's free.
that's the one. That's the one.
Everybody's free. Bah. Yep. Yep.
Yep.
Oh my gosh,
Wow.
we were doing that back then. That was
Yep.
17 years ago.
Yep. Yeah, I was in my 20s. That's a scary
Yeah.
thought. Yeah.
Yeah.
What can we expect on the headline tour in Aussie?
Oh, well, we're gonna be playing some new songs, and we're
Cool.
playing them right now on tour, and they're a highlight for us. And I think our fans are really, really liking them here. So expect some
Beautiful.
new songs. I don't know. Maybe expect a drum solo. We're doing a
I
drum
hope
solo
so.
next tour. It's been very fun to be doing that
Yeah,
after a
cool.
lot of years of not doing one.
Yeah.
But expect a good time. I love playing with my band because my band guys know how to keep it fun, keep it lively. I look around and I just see them all goofing off on stage, just big smiles, and that's what it's all about. When I forget that, I'm too concerned about the performance aspect, and it's awesome to be reminded of that.
Yeah, cool. Well, I'm looking forward to the solo. Don't procrastinate on it. Heaps excited to have you back in Adelaide. So I'll be, it's months away. But anyways, best of luck with the last shows, and I'm sure you'll kill it. And can't wait for this record to drop. See how it goes.
Thanks, man. Appreciate it.
The soundtrack to